Good evening, Twitch. How you doing? It's Friday night. Thank goodness I've made it to the end of the week, and we're definitely on a countdown. We've been on a countdown, but it is now almost time for TwitchCon. And I cannot be any more happier. Unfortunately, though, with that comes immediate stress because I just realized I only have the time off for the actual TwitchCon event. Meaning, I quite literally have to take care of all of my packing and everything I need to plan for TwitchCon this weekend. It's gonna be a very busy weekend for me. I'm honestly even debating. I don't think I'll be streaming on Wednesday night just simply because I want to make sure I'm packed up, because I'll be leaving on Thursday and heading out on Thursday. And of course, because I'm at TwitchCon, as strange as this is to say, I'm most likely not going to be streaming because I'm going to assume hotel Wi-Fi is going to be absolute garbage. And I don't think my Razer Blade Stealth is exactly optimized for streaming. You never know, I might give it a shot. I don't think it is, given that it's funny actually, the Razer Blade 2020 is going to have its actual graphics card in the darn thing. What's weird about that thing is that they didn't improve the battery life. I'm really confused what they're actually going to do when that thing comes out, but I'm going to be hanging on to the Razer Blade Stealth 2019 model for quite some time. It's been hard to use effectively at the moment. I want to be using it a lot more for content creation or writing and such, and kind of helps when I'm exhausted from work. And also be a good machine to oddly have to do a lot of work. But TwitchCon prep aside, though, a couple of quick little announcements here. I'm going to start trying to, like I said, busy weekend for me. I don't know if I'll give announcements every time if I'm going to be streaming or not. I really would err on the side of me not streaming just because I want to make sure I'm ready for TwitchCon. And it's honestly, this is the only time of year I can actually A, be at a place where I can be myself, B, hopefully be able to reach people or find out interesting news and stuff, because I really want to write down and blog about what happened at TwitchCon to kind of give a better view for a lot of people who don't get to see a lot of stuff. I mean, obviously this company's stuff got a lot of promotional material and stuff, but I'd still like to write about them, write my own personal experiences. Hello, Blue Plague. How are you doing tonight? It has definitely been a while since I've seen you. It's been an age. Hopefully you've been well. I have been extremely stressed out. But quick thing, if you like playing Kirby Clash like I've been doing, you can play Tetris 99 this weekend. They're not only if you get 100 points, you get the Kirby Clash theme, but also you get 99 apples for Super Kirby Clash. So if you like these two free-to-play games, might be a good time to pick up your Switch and enjoy some Tetris 99. I don't even know how I did it, but oh, I just realized I muted my capture card. I don't know why my capture card is muted, but it isn't. There we go, much better. I don't know what happened, but this happened to me today. Don't know how, but I finally, after all this time, got Tetris Maximus. It just makes me feel good. I don't even know, like, that was easily the... It wasn't easy, obviously, because I'm terrible at Tetris. In relation to how many people are playing Tetris 99. You're okay, but could be much better. Yeah, no, I really know the feeling. I definitely know that feeling, man. I've been really tense and stressed out at my job. I've really been active in trying to find other places to apply to and just get more involved It's basically just trying to expand. That's why I'm actually back streaming, because I realized going so hard into applying for jobs 24/7, yeah, that didn't help at all. It was terrible. And I'd rather be spending at least building a portfolio. And I'd say this is honestly a good career advice overall. It's better to build a portfolio into what you want to do and what you want to be than become defined by other people or your occupations. It's much better to be identified as yourself, as an individual, and what your skill set is, rather than you've done X and Y job. So, definitely something to consider. That's actually very good. How's it going, Spy Gadget? Hopefully you're doing well. I'm also going to try to be a little bit more vocal. I'm trying to... I noticed I was listening to the VOD last stream. I noticed I was very quiet. And I was trying to decide, am I not projecting enough? Is the microphone not close enough to me? So I'm going to try and play a little bit more. Try to be more vocal. Obviously, things are really quiet here because we haven't even had any music or audio. But I'm trying to work that out. I think I got the game balance. That's one unfortunate thing. You always need to balance the game audio. And you can't always get it. It's good to know you're actually... Like, that's definitely one thing, Spy Gadget. Never be afraid to ask other people for help. Never be afraid. Like, especially if they're friends and family. Asking for those little things. When you're in those rough situations. Like, are you applying for a job? You still have time to have someone look over your resume? Ask them, hey, review this. What do you think that's... Notice any grammatical errors or spelling errors or punctuation and stuff. Happens all the time. Because you can never count on word processors or other applications for everything. But why don't we jump on in and enjoy a little bit of ice cream here. We might go a little bit longer than normal, but this game has definitely taken quite a turn. I'm also going to try to do a few other things in this game. I'm going to be doing... Well, first things first. I do like this build. Let's get my hanger here. Let's actually save this, because I actually like this loadout here. It's a pretty well-rounded loadout. I'm a terrible person. I still haven't even edited, my mech. Or given it a name. I'm really bad at that for some reason. It's actually not bad. This is actually pretty well-rounded for, I don't understand why the ammo's so high, but it is. What I wanted to do, though... I wanted to try and mess around with some of these shoulder weapons. I want to try, like, messing around with a couple of these here. We've really been messing around with just the missiles. There are so many other missiles to try it. I like the Pandora's box. That's actually been a very good missile. But I think we might want to try and, let's try cannon. I want to try cannon. I think it might be a little overkill, but let's try cannon out. I'm a little tempted to mess around with this. You've never seen this game before, but you should give names right now. No, I am terrible. Like... Okay, you really want to know the worst thing is? I have been trying to think of names for all my mechs. I can't think of any. Between my job, trying to get ready for TwitchCon, and just even taking care of myself immediately after work, and doing the prep and stuff, I have no time at all to do any of that stuff. Like... I didn't even know what to do. Like, I feel like if there was one name, I should probably actually just do it. So, Temjin here. If you've never heard of that game, or never heard of that name before, if you've ever played Virtualon, Virtualon is the... Wait, did that save the name? Oh, it's just the loadout name. Wait a minute. What? Wait, then where do you put the name? Oh, change arsenal name. Whoops. Oh well, we can just name it here then. So, have you ever seen Temjin? He is actually the character from Virtualon. And his big thing is... that was such a very impressionable game on me for an arcade game. Being able to actually sit down in a chair, so you had this cockpit-like environment. It was very rudimentary. It basically was just a seat with 2 joysticks, like flight sticks, with 2 trigger buttons, 2, what was it? I think it was like 4 buttons. So basically 2 triggers, 2 thumbs, or 2 buttons for your thumbs, and that was it. But what made it really cool, though, it was a fighting game. And to move, obviously, you had to move the joysticks, or the flight sticks. Let's call them flight sticks. The flight sticks in unison. But to do things like speed up and stuff, you had to do, like different combinations. So, like, you know, if you wanted a quick turn, obviously you would hold one direction forward and one backwards to quickly turn around. It was a really awesome game, and basically Temjin was, like, the mascot character. And for some odd reason, that's always stuck with me. That's probably actually why, when I look back at Armored Core, my Armored Core save file, my mech was blue, because Temjin's actual core colors I think it was white, orange, and blue. But I'm honestly absolutely terrible. I'm garbage at coming up with names. Like, it's something I've been really needing to work on a lot more. But the biggest issue is making the time and getting the practice in. Give me some good old vanilla. I bet you didn't expect this part of the game, Blue Plague. So the ice cream shop here actually gives you, depending on the flavor or flavor combination, you'll get different benefits. And it's probably obviously the most jarring, because this is a post-apocalyptic game? Or you live in a post-apocalyptic world? And just like I said, if you like the story for Armored Core, you'll feel right at home with a game like this. I love ice cream too. What I need to do, honestly, after I get back from TwitchCon, I want to get for my birthday that Rainbow Road Mario Maker cake. I'm surprised no new messages, honestly. Speaking of which, I think we have a little bit of money. The other part about this game that's actually kind of interesting, it's not my favorite, but you can actually, you can actually turn your stuff into other parts. Which is honestly kind of interesting, honestly. So, you know, the one really core part about this game is basically you're always designing your own mech. So there's a little bit of good old fashioned Souls, because Armored Core used to be developed by From Software. And the people who made, at least the lead lead developer and producer were actually involved with Armored Core 2 and 3. And you can kind of, it shows, honestly. It really does. And I mean that in a good way. You know what, actually, I'm gonna hold on to my money here until I get maybe a few more parts here. If there's one thing I should buy, though, from the store... So the one thing you can't make with this game is actually processors. And I don't know why. So like I never changed it yet. Oh my god, oh, it's just a... Oh, that's expensive. Those are very... I didn't even expect that, actually. A processor with an auto-tracking function to help new pilots follow locked-on targets. Interesting. Memory I'd be way over my limit there. There's actually... Huh. Firing up. So these are like very... Oh, these are very minor buffs. You know what? Let's actually try... You know what? Actually, I'm torn here between lock-on control and firing up. And let's try this, actually. Let's try the firing up. Let's equip it. I've just been using the stock processor. There was really no reason for me to use the stock processor. And probably just... Because there was no reason for me not to upgrade that. So for now, we're actually at the B rank missions here. Actually just jump straight on in. No free missions. We've done all of our free missions here, so let's get started with the B rank missions. A facility mission from Horizon, Endless Sacrifice. A facility that may violate the treaty has been discovered in Sky Union's territory. Investigate this facility. If it is in violation of the treaty, destroy it at once.
Mission briefing. Briefing will now commence. This mission is a request from Horizon. We have received information regarding an illegal facility in Sky Union's territory in violation of the Orbital Treaty. Your objective is to investigate this facility. Should it be in violation of the treaty, you are to destroy it immediately. Complete any necessary preparations, then stand by and await dispatch. Briefing over.
Legal, illegal, doesn't mean anything in the Overlink. It's ironic we're even being asked to risk our lives for this.
Unethical research, such as the unauthorized exportation of femto resources beyond the Overlink and weapons trafficking, is prohibited. The treaty forbids any actions within the Overlink that could endanger the outside world.
The outside world doesn't exactly hold the Overlink in high regard. They want to believe they've stuffed all the world's evils into a trash can and shut the lid tight.
I understand wanting to dump your troubles on someone else to make yourself feel better. But they can't survive without the femto resources that get brought out of here. That reality can't be changed.
They don't think about that, though. Do you spare a passing thought for the cow that died to put a steak in front of you?
No, but I notice how delicious it tastes. A good chef's talent speaks for itself.
Yeah, well, I'm not a chef. I'm not fighting for the outside world or its people. I'm pretty sure you aren't either.
Well, no, I'm not.
Then let Orbital worry about running PR for the Overlink. All I care about is living to see the next battlefield. 4. Bullet Works accepts.
You keep talking like that, and you'll be old and gray before you know it.
I'm not worried about that. Now, are you up for this or not, Hero?
As if you even need to ask. 4, the Steel Knights accept this mission. Legal, illegal, unless it's written down somewhere, who cares? Orbital's treaty is Orbital's problem. We'll handle this our way. Sound good to you?
Sounds good. See you on the battlefield.
Ooh, that was an interesting talk. Deva. You better come, rookie. My little brother is kind of preoccupied at the moment, and I need a reliable partner on this mission. Forget Painkiller. My job as a mercenary? No. As an outer is to show everyone that we're fighting for world peace. Kids are depending on us to make the world a better place for them. Even just a little bit. Catch you later. I'm B rank and they're still calling me rookie. It's very disturbing. So I probably would describe this game, Blue Plague, if you saw this, is that it's Armored Core. Armored Core 2 and 3 were more or less very slow-paced games. This one is very high speed.
You have arrived at the mission area. Scanning battlefield. Femtoparticle distribution is near zero. Radars and sensors will not be affected. Initiating each arsenal's data link. Opening squad communications channel.
Oh, that's a big cannon.
So where do we even begin investigating the legality of this Sky Union facility?
Hey, how's it going, Calabar Zero? But it's not as fast. I never got to play for... When Armored Core made the jump to the 360, I unfortunately couldn't follow in that because I was at a point where I couldn't afford video games. And never mind actually even affording a whole new console or anything like that. So I never unfortunately got to experience it. I do remember getting to rent it and try it once. But I had a really bad experience, and I honestly think one of the things that makes a good mech game is having a UI. Because I remember one of the Armored Core games tried to basically get rid of the entire UI, kind of do what Dead Space did, and I hated that. I didn't even know what was going on. I had no information to absorb or look at or what I'm gonna do. I think one of the things I did in the starter mission is like, here, pick a starting mech, and I picked a melee one, and then the first mission they throw at me was like a flying mission, and I ended up dumping, I don't even know how I did it, apparently I dumped my sword into the ocean, and then I fell into the ocean, because obviously I ran out of fuel. It was really bad of an experience.
Once we compare all pertinent data, we will conduct a scan of the facility and proceed from there. Approach the facility until you are within range.
Man, this is irritating. I can't stand these kind of small-scale operations.
Target facility captured by optical sensors, displaying on your console. The facility is not registered with Orbital.
Ooh.
I have also confirmed the presence of numerous weapons with specifications that violate the treaty. Orbital is currently assessing suitable countermeasures.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! What the hell are those? Who are they trying to impress with those giant cannons?
My guess is they're testing new weapons. I'm sure they're planning to move these outside the barrier at some point. But right now, it looks like we're the targets.
I'll let you deal with them then. I still want to live to get married someday.
Orbital has come to a decision concerning the facility in question.
Yep. Destroy.
Attention. The contents of this mission have been updated. Destroy the facility immediately.
No need for a plan when we're dealing with a target that big. Just pump the whole thing full of bullets.
Time to dance. Let's go, rookie.
Might have been a Armored Core 5. I just remember one of them had a very minimalist. Western 7?
Attention. 3 arsenals have emerged from the facility. Incoming transmission on the wide area channel.
Open the channel.
This is Sky Union's territory. You are not authorized to be here. Withdraw immediately, or we'll be forced to open fire.
You really think they're gonna hightail it out of here? You're getting in the way of my chow time! Now I'm hungry and angry! I'm hangry! I figured someone would show up to stop us, but the Western 7? Our objective is to destroy the facility. We can just ignore them.
We're not so easily ignored. Let the game begin.
You know, out of a lot of... Actually, I like a lot of the characters from Western 7. I'd probably say Klondike is oddly on a gimmick level, I like his personality.
You
Yeah,
understand that Sky
there's
Union
no-
is violating the treaty, don't you?
Violating the treaty, you say? Are they now? I don't care about that. However, I'm very curious to see what these new pieces on the board are capable of. If these were brought outside the lake, how many casualties would result from a single shot? It's an exciting thought, isn't it?
Excuse me? Are you out of your frickin' mind?
Okay.
I'd never let that happen.
Ignore him. The giant cannons are the objective. Right now they're inactive, making them sitting ducks. Let's take them out.
That's easier said than done. That's much easier said than done. Especially when they're charging straight at me. Okay. Gargantua, I know you like me, buddy, but come on.
They're not fighting fair!
Oh, so they understand how this game is played. Let's make things more interesting, shall we?
What the? Those things work?
They're shooting at us! No one told me about this!
You shouldn't need to be told that they're programmed to fire at anything that approaches. This is certainly more interesting, isn't it?
What are you talking about, Klondike? This is really bad!
My brother, the rules of a game only have meaning if they're equally applied to all players.
This is why I like his personality. Oh my god, they're all on me. Why?
Klondike! Once I kill these punks, I'm coming for you! I'm sick of this crap! I'm out of here! You clowns can do whatever!
Oh, there is no femto in this area. I just realized something, actually. I have nothing left in my ammo. Okay. Oh, they... Alright, I chose a terrible
This
build.
isn't my blood suit!
This is still within the estimated range.
Come here, Klondike.
You okay? If you need a hand, just say so.
Yeah, I would like a hand, honestly. Okay, I like this ogre break, but at the same time, this is actually not good.
Did you think you could outmaneuver me? Not a chance.
Okay, apparently Red Dog's here, because I just jumped to a second target.
Enemy down. Acquiring new target.
I'll know at the end whether I've been forced to the edge.
Just as planned. No complications.
I'm here.
My generator appears to be damaged. Though I'm withdrawing, the game's not over. Keep playing as much as you want, friends.
Uh-oh. What the... This won't matter, actually, if I destroy him. Come on, how did I miss that?
Damn! My unit won't move! Brother! I don't understand! Why did you do this? Help me, brother!
Taking your parts, that's what I'm
Just
doing.
as planned. No complications.
Ooh, longsword! Oh, that's actually really good. The grenades are really tempting, but I want more longsword parts. Yeah, actually, that's a good way to explain who Chaos is. That is a very good way to explain who is.
Just as planned. No complications.
Bye-bye.
Oh, that was with that damage upgrade.
complications.
Well, at least the cannons are sitting ducks. How close can I actually get to these?
Enemy down. Acquiring new target.
Oh yeah, I can just get nice right up close.
Gotta do better than that.
Did you think you could outmaneuver me? Not a chance.
Yeah, that's why I said like a lot of characters in this game are actually really interesting.
This is what we
Like
do.
they have their own personality, their own interests, and some obviously will get more fleshed out than others. But they really focus on the microcosm. Like it used to be about the corporations, and you know, usually having maybe one or two characters who are not really vocal, but you just meet in this story. And you're more focused on like the macro. You were more focused on the macrocosm with their with corporate
Cumulative
agendas.
damage to the facility has reached 50%. The cannons are still operational. Continue the mission.
Oh no, I absolutely agree. I think they did a good job being able to take advantage of, like, for me it's a massive jump because, like I said, Armored Core 2 and 3 to this. That's a big jump. That is a massive jump.
Cumulative damage to the facility has reached 75%. Mission is ongoing. Continue your assault.
But yeah, it really is nice to actually have a face to the name and such. Like, I think the only downside, like, and I kind of still would have wanted it, would be an arena. This game really could have, like, I feel like they could have thrown in an arena. And now I've learned how to do combos.
Cumulative damage to the facility has reached 90%. Continue your assault.
Fight them with an unlocked target, then lock on, and you can swing again. Have yourself a nice night, Blue. Oh no, that's the best part about this game. If they're really putting out a PvP mode, that's the best. Because I would love to see... No, I think they'll keep it very basic. I would be surprised if it was extremely advanced. Oh, come on. I should probably hit it. You know, this would be one of those times where I think they wouldn't want to balance
The
it
facility's defense
because
systems, including the cannons, are no longer operational.
I don't think they need
Mission
to.
complete. Mission accomplishment recognized.
Game over. I must say, that was very entertaining.
You sound bitter for losing.
Who did I lose to, exactly? You? I think not. Haven't you realized that the battle to end all battles has already begun?
What are you talking about? You mean a battle between the consortiums?
No, nothing as boring as that. The endgame is approaching, my friend. The consortiums, like the lives of others, are just pieces on the board to use to win.
I don't have time for your nonsense. Let's get out of here, man.
Very well. 4, map a return sequence.
Affirmative. All units return according to the mapped sequence.
When the time comes, you'll see. I'll be the last man standing. Remember that.
Ooh, that's gonna be interesting, actually. See, that's what I think. I don't think there are some games where it's like, okay, you want to balance it, you want to try and make everything fair. I think this would be one of those few games where it's like, it doesn't need to be balanced. It should allow the parts to exist and be used as players can use them for, because there are some parts that, if used in the right hands, could be obscene. Whoops. Oh, my body armor just got destroyed in a heartbeat. But at least I got some awesome loot for it. That... I like you, Calabar Zero. You know exactly what I'm thinking about. It was always about the mech you made. And I don't like, and that's the beauty part. When a game is not balanced like that, there's no real big min-maxing game to try and play. I mean, obviously people find like, oh, hey, this gun is technically the best gun on some mathematical level, but having that personality really what made Armored Core stand out, at least to me. Because you design your mech the way you want to, and yeah, oh, God's sakes, So, originally I was planning to make my first stream just like an entire character creator, but I'm like, no, we can't actually have that. That would be terrible. So we got the voices for Chill, Notes, and Crow. Interesting. I swear Crow still sounds like he has the most variation in his voice. Your favorite part of Armored Core was playing extreme build, super tanky. Yeah, no, that's another thing actually. I was always more of the call me boring, but I was very much like, you know what, I want to try and do like a jack of all trades. I always tried to do that, for better or for worse. So it was very nice having like a build where I could do, you know, whatever the situation needed me to do. So I always went with like the medium armor stuff. Although I'm sad to say I tried playing Armored Core 2 a week ago. Oh my god, I did terrible. It was god-awful performance by me. That was a thing. Stargazer, high-powered laser rifle. Use large amounts of femto. Oh. You lack the equipment needed for development. Okay, so you do get parts slowly over time. I'm honestly curious about the laser rifles in this game. I've really been focusing on so many bullets, but I'm dumping my money to get all these parts, but it's not enough. It's still not enough. Stiletto. Oh yeah. Oh no, I'm not gonna get rid of that. I actually like the longsword armor in this game. See, I always went like medium more towards light, because I still relied very much on speed, but I always had something, actually, you know, very much actually, I think I always had something like a cannon, actually. I actually do really appreciate that you can manually aim in this game. Although now that the cannons have some lock-on feature, that's honestly really interesting. No, rockets, that's what they were. They were rockets that you can manually aim in Armored Core. So what can I make, actually? Like Kiri, Goliath, Durandal. See, now there's all these parts here, I don't even know what to build or what to research anymore, I should say. There's just too many. I wonder what those... Huh. Moderately raises arms driving force output. Huh. Interesting. I never really messed with a lot of the gun arms. Plus, also, one thing that's very jarring, actually, you don't lose money? There's really not many missions where you actually lose money in this game. I feel weird about having that, actually. I also can't I honestly don't know what to research anymore when it comes to this game. Like, I want to get all the parts, but all of them are like... It's weird how I was honestly expecting more of a, I guess some sort of level progression, where you research a part, it's like, okay, here's a medium, it becomes light, and then it's like, I was expecting, like, oh, okay, all the other helmets afterwards are also light. It's like, no, they're jumping all over the place. It's like, here's a... You need a heavy piece of helmet to make a light helmet. It's really weird. I think already... Oh, I'm actually using the Izanami. That's what's going on here. They break the story mode? Wait, what? Now you have me intrigued. I'm assuming you've beaten this, Chibi. I'm assuming you've beaten this. This game really throws you even deeper into your whole builds. Legs. Oh, I got a lot of legs. That is a lot. Oh, it's a lot of general defense. Wait, what am I using? Oh, huh. Okay, the Hecatonishir. I'm terrible at pronouncing that. Huh. I think I might actually found something better than the longsword. Radiant Gleam. Huh, well, I think I know what I'm going to try and research then. I'm going to try and research those. Let's see, where is it? I can't... No helmet. There you go. Let's give that a shot. Can't research that. Can't get the left arm? No, can't get the legs. Apparently I need Goliath legs. We had a crowd today. What do you mean you had a crowd today? Oh, we have a crowd. I'm like, I don't know, I was thinking your job for some reason. And yet you go to school. What am I doing? Dude, that, like, Armored Core brings out, like, some amazing people. It's an awesome niche. That just... people can actually share what they like to build. Corrupted AIs have invaded the neutral zone under orbital supervision. Eliminate the targets with all due haste. Huh. Deal final blow to 50 enemies. Deal final blow to 60 enemies. Yeah, we're probably going to be using a cannon
Mission
for this
briefing.
one.
Briefing will now commence. This mission is a request from Orbital.
Like, I'm a little disappointed, though. It's like the legs.
The objective
I was expecting...
of this mission is to drive out corrupted AIs that have invaded the neutral zone. Due to the sheer number of corrupted AIs and the various situations that could arise, we are imposing a time limit on each active mercenary. Destroy as many enemy AIs as you can within the time limit. Your reward will be based on the amount you destroy.
Ooh.
Complete any necessary preparations, then stand by and await dispatch. Briefing over.
Oh god, I have a Crimson Lord with me on this one. Destroy all enemy. That's just not fair. That's just not fair at all. But no, it's like, the one thing I'm surprised about this game is that everything's just been bipedal. Now, I always chose the bipedal. That's just my personal preference. But I would imagine there would be a lot of people out there, it's like, at the very least, I would expect reverse joint, maybe tank tread, or the floaters. Like, it was always, like, those were also very interesting to see. Like, I was honestly expecting something like that. I just realized bringing this cannon into this battle is terrible. Quadrupeds, that's the other one I'm thinking of. Thank you. I was trying to think about it. Yeah, it is disappointing, honestly. I have to agree with you on that. I mean, but then again, it's like...
Scanning battlefield. Femto
just
particle
knowing...
density is high. Long-range radar will be effective. Begin the mission once the AIs have been detected.
With you here, this should go off without a hitch.
Like, what was it?
I think I just broke my record. No time to check, though.
The heck? Oh, come on.
I think I just broke my record. No time to check, though.
He is gonna spam that every chance he can get, isn't he? Oh, that was a lot of enemies I just passed by. Uh-oh. Oh, come on. Really? You die there? Guilty Throne. I haven't seen what that is. Uh-oh. I'm a little disappointed about one thing. Like, telling height in this game is very difficult. Like, it's really hard to tell if someone's above you or below you. I'm not gonna get an award for this. How good's the Guilty Throne? Like, serious question, actually. You can call me terrible, but I do like just the Grim Reaper guns. Ooh, another strike. Let's damage up.
Either I'm too strong, or this enemy is too weak.
Oh, you're going down, Stride. I need your parts. It's a better Grim Reaper. Ooh. I don't know what Wrath of God is, but that sounds
Defeating
amazing.
you isn't really an accomplishment for me.
You know what? Actually, we'll just do this.
Either I'm too strong, or this enemy is too weak.
A lot of enemies on the ground somewhere, but I just can't see them.
Either I'm too strong, or this enemy is too weak.
Oh, I got a side goal completed. But seriously, destroy all enemies? How?
Either I'm too strong, or this enemy is too weak.
Touchless ammo? Yeah, that's the one downside. You really don't get a lot of
I
ammo.
think I just broke my record. No time to check, though.
Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna get anything.
Either I'm too strong, or this enemy is too weak.
You need a full group. Oh, so the partners also count. I thought they took away your kills. I would think they would have taken away your kills. Missed every. Yeah, I missed a lot. No, I really played that terribly. I just woke up. How you doing, Orange Dream? How do you feel about Guns vs. Melee? You know, I'm doing a terrible thing, Chibi, and I'll show you in a second. You know what? Since we're done. I gotta be missing something about the Melee in this game, and I'll show you why I think I'm missing something. So, It probably has absolutely nothing to do with the story, and I'm probably reading way too deep into this, but I am doing probably the dumbest thing you could do in this game. You probably noticed my character here. He's still human. We're at rank B. Want to know how much I've touched the lab? I haven't touched it at all. And I learned, I think it was actually last stream, actually, that these augments actually affect your arsenal, which I was not expecting, actually, because, I'll be honest, I was thinking this whole augmentation, thus Daemon X Machina, affected just yourself as an outer. I know, I never went too deep into it, Orange Dreamed. I never went too deep into it. And so, and this is the dumb part of me in my mind that's going, you know what? And it's not for challenge purposes or anything like that. It is literally for theoretical storyline. It's like, you know what? If robots are the things being controlled, why would I want to be a robot? What if, somewhere down the line, you become affected by whatever forces are out there, because there is a goddamn conspiracy going on. Increase mobility by 10%. Oh, now you're crushing my dreams, Orange. You're crushing my dreams. I'm sticking with it, though. I'm sticking with it. I mean, this game's not even actually, no, this game is actually week old. Well, let's be honest, you can't put everything into a game. That would generally be interesting, but there's a reset for 20k credits that ruins that, though. That's another part. It's a money sink, and my money sink right now is going towards, hey, let's make this part. Hey, let's make this part. Can I? You know what, actually, let's make this. We have the money now. Probably. I think actually... Am I not wearing... Oh no, I'm not wearing it. Huh. No, that. If anything, actually, that's the reason why I think this is a good game, is because it's never good to just simply, like, compare it directly to the game. It's good for fundamental purposes. Like, you know, it's like, okay, hey, you know what? A lot of people are curious. A lot of people are curious. Like, hey, how, if they played Armored Core, or if they love mech games in general, or if they've never been curious about mech games, should they actually try this? And I think with how much game design has actually improved over the years, I think it's actually worth it. Because we're so used to now more games with... We're now used to, like, okay, people who play games like this type of set of controls. And I think one thing, a lot of things overlooked with games is, like, I know a lot of people, they just play games for the games. I'm very much the type of person who will play games for the story. Bar none. Outright, it's usually about the story. Actually, speaking of which, I want to try one other thing. I'm kind of going through a lot of the shoulder weapons and giving them a shot. Speaking of which, actually, that's not the right button. Sort, ID order. Let's see. Actually, here, this will be faster. Guilty Throne, a high-tech assault rifle. Its exceptional performance demands high memory usage. How does it compare to the Grim Reaper, though? Okay, it's a more friendly it's a more friendly... Well, it's a close encounter optimal range weapon. Less bullet damage. A little bit more ammo. Ammo in the magazine. Slower bullet speed. Less reload time. You know, actually, that's not a bad gun, though, actually. Yeah, it's being compared to the Grim Reaper 3. So it's actually a good gun. Yep. There you go. Like, has lighter weight. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right, but I think for the single player, it's okay. I think, if anything, the one thing I'm a little not playing right, at the very least. Okay, first off, we have to try this Wrath of God here. It could just be another Pandora's box, but actually, it actually might just be another Pandora's box. It's the cannon, like, I like having the cannon on there, but at the same time, I just want, like, something that does a little bit more damage. You want more ammo because you have to carry your dumbass allies? You know, I like the characters in this game, actually, and I'll be honest, I haven't been paying that much attention to the AI. I will say, fighting the enemies, on the other hand, I've had times where they've gotten stuck. Take the time.
Mission briefing.
I also love how they give the mission sub-names.
Briefing will now commence. This mission is a request from Sky Union. Your objective is to occupy an airbase in Horizon's territory. This airbase has strategic value as a site for excavating resources within the Oval Link, and as a stronghold against invading immortals. It would seem Sky Union and Horizon disagree over how best to utilize the space. Complete any necessary preparations, then stand by and await dispatch.
Orange, that's what we've been talking about the entire time. We've been talking about the Armored Core games. A lot of the missions reference the older ones. So, okay, so here's my Armored Core experience. Armored Core 2, Another Age, Armored Core 3, and Armored Core 3 Silent Line. I know it's technically just called Armored Core Silent Line, but let's be honest, it's the expansion to Armored Core 3. I've also played the PSP version of Armored Core, and that sadly is actually just about it. I never got into the Xbox 360 ones because I couldn't afford it. That's honestly the long and short of it. I couldn't afford buying a new system and buying another one. Yeah, Formula Front. The one that actually relied on you basically making an AI about that one. So it's definitely been a long time since Actually, it hasn't been a long time since I've really played through the Armored Core games again. I tried playing Armored Core 2, and did absolutely horrible. If you would like to see that VOD and you may laugh at me, I do not blame you.
Briefing over.
Occupy an airbase? So we wouldn't be fighting immortals.
Sky Union wants to take this base for themselves? Savage.
Welcome back, Spy Gadget. Good to know you're done with assignments for the day.
That is the basic thrust of the mission. I, too, would describe their actions as savage.
Man, 4's really come along, is just getting emotional.
But that's what we do, isn't it? Fight over territory.
She is a character that interests me, because she is so far being the least used character in this game. Next to Civ.
Or the Western Seven will take on this mission.
I'm not really feeling this, though. Just so we're clear, what claims are the two consortiums making exactly?
Sky Union wants to use the base for resource development, and Horizon wants to use it to defend against immortal invasions. As there is evidence of sabotage from both parties, Orbital has abstained from picking a side in this dispute.
So we kill everyone and put this dispute to rest. It's very simple. Someone has to accept this mission. Might as well be us.
Also, I just realized Rogue Cinderella is 5 feet tall. She is actually very short. See, the way I'm thinking about this game right now, from where I am, it does feel like 4 is somewhat controlling everything, because it sounds like when I entered this world, Outers never really fought against each other, but now they are more than ever. So instead about survival, you're having all these conflicts. And that's what I actually like about these games. I love the Armored Core games because it involved conspiracy. It involved, this corporations up against each other. Each of them trying to fulfill their own goals and agendas. And you're basically the hired gun. Yeah, soap opera. Well, okay, maybe not soap opera, but still. Orange Dream, I gotta tell you, man. Please don't spoil the stuff, man. Don't try and spoil it for me, man. I feel like you're getting a little too close to the fire there on that one. And I want to be able to enjoy this game. I know, man. I kind of felt that way about River City Girls when I played that, with a lot of game design decisions. Brace yourselves, McDonald's. The Ravens of Burger King will prove that we have the better burger. It's a char-broiled burger.
True. Panzer Crown will take on this mission.
Wait, seriously?
It's not about which side is right, but which side can achieve their objective.
That's a cynical attitude. What if you get killed?
Any mission could get us killed. We all have our own reasons for fighting. Me, personally, battle's where I feel most alive.
Alive, huh? Even so. Bullet Works will hold off on accepting this mission. I want to know what BG thinks of this.
See, I agree with you, Chibi, is that the ability to have ranking up in the arena felt like that was the advancement in the game, that you were becoming a better Raven.
And that's why you'll always be a little boy.
Shut up. Rookie, make sure you think about this carefully. I'll catch you later.
I really wish when you ranked up, they would call you something else. Calling you Rookie at the B rank? Okay, I'll even say about this one thing, kind of a misstep. How are all these people Outers? And what are their rankings? That is honestly something that really didn't get fully fleshed out. I would expect Johnny G to be someone I'd be playing around with in the D and C, or the E and D ranks, and then slowly you introduce new characters that are more veteran level. Let's just take Rogue Cinderella, for example, or, Diablo. Okay, if that's the stuff you're referencing, Orange Dreamed, I gotcha. You're good, man. And I can feel you on that. I can definitely feel you on that. It does always stink, but let's be honest, it's hard to fit in everything. And they, let's be honest though, for what we got, it's great. It is overall a good game. It is giving me the notes that I like. And let's be honest, we can always hope for another game.
We have arrived at the mission area. Scanning battlefield. Femtoparticle density is
really
low.
should be using this
Radar will
right
not
now.
be affected. Initiating each arsenal's data link. Opening squad communications channel.
Who are our dance partners? We do have partners, don't we?
Arsenals have emerged from the airbase. Checking database for records.
It's the 5 hells. Savior, Heaven, and a black arsenal.
Night.
Oh. I'm surprised Savior would even involve himself in this consortium dispute.
I do appreciate the melee combat in this game when you have multiple targets to hit. I will say that.
This airbase is a crucial stronghold against the looming threat of immortal invasion. If it were to fall into Sky Union's hands, humanity's salvation would be forestalled indefinitely. The mining and development of resources can wait until the immortals have been completely eradicated. Such is the cost of justice.
Be that as it may, young master, proper negotiations dictate that you listen to the other party's claim.
To that, Knight, I would counter that matters of justice are non-negotiable.
Well said, my lord brother. You tell him!
I think you would have a very good time dancing with me. Interested, lover boy?
Locked and ready.
So be it, young master. Will you be dispensing justice then?
But of course. Rookie, you wound me. I thought you, of all people, understood. With this sword I wield before you, I shall deliver justice.
Yeah, let's see you do that. Oh, can't believe I lost that. Alright, let's play my strengths then.
Avoid ground level and low altitude combat.
Excellent. The heavens are the perfect stage upon which to display my battle prowess. Can you keep up with me, Rookie?
No, probably not.
How fun! Let's keep playing!
What, is it just a one missile hit? Oh, you can spam it!
What sort of gentleman would I be if I declined your invitation? Come, my lady.
Oh, no, you don't. Get out of here.
What? How did I take so much damage? Huh? It's from that ugly hack's cheap shot.
Check mine. Lamberge.
I'm super duper sorry, but it looks like I'm done for.
Come here. I'm actually surprised you could spam this darn thing.
Here.
Wait, are these rockets? Or are they missiles?
I must complete this mission, no matter what.
Here.
Oh, that is not effective.
I suppose I should take this more seriously.
Yes, you should,
It's a
mate.
serious problem.
I'm not so genteel as to merely sit and wait for death.
Yeah, you wait for it, though.
Must I withdraw already? Be ever vigilant, young master. Your foe is a powerful one
this.
Here.
At least take the head. You hate the wrath of God? Oh no, you can spam it. That's not bad. Let's also get some... Wait, did I scan that? Oh no, I already scanned it. And... the princess...
My frame's taken irreparable
So wait,
damage.
how is...
But we were just getting to the good part. You better not die, Savior. Not until I kill you myself.
I just realized... oh dear. Oh, you can stay away from me. No, missiles, please. Shields. Alright.
This ends here.
Is there any healing in this?
Here.
Yes, there is. There's one healing unit. I do appreciate there are healing items. I'd be better off doing this. It tells me he will rip me apart. I'm actually, like, I think one weird thing of this game that kind of creates a little bit of imbalance is actually the femto Ah, come on. I just wasted all of my... Yeah, femto abilities are really overpowered. How do I keep losing that?
This could pose a serious problem.
The heck is he? Okay, he is just out of the area. Oh no. I do appreciate the chat. I'm not gonna lose this button mashing. Okay, it's a draw. I still think, like, if you do guns with... Ugh. Oh my god! Please stay away from me. Really good at using his femto abilities, I'll tell you that much.
System alert. What's going on? Why is my output dropping? 4!
Alert. Error detected in generator conversion system. The bypass gate's control valve is malfunctioning. Recovery impossible. All output dropping rapidly.
I cannot possibly fight in this condition. Is withdrawal my only option? But...
Attention. Xavier's unit appears to be malfunctioning. He's attempting to withdraw, but you may be able to subdue him before he leaves the mission area.
Yep.
I had hoped to cross swords with you at nothing less than peak performance. Still, you're no craven to face me in my compromised state. My sword remains unsheathed. Face me if you dare.
I will face you. And oh, okay. This. Right. He is really rough. Okay, how did he dodge that? I don't know if I'm doing damage to him or not. I'm doing no damage to him. Okay, this is better be like some sort of storyline element or something. Oh well, that was actually a good amount of damage. I am literally going to be KO'd from this. Yes, I am. Oh,
now I expect you to redeem yourself.
you know what I said about the... Oh. Wait, are they still up or not? No, they're not.
Survived many trials, and I will survive you.
Alright. Yeah. Oh dear. I have no damn. I have nothing. Oh. Well, I'm a dummy. Dude, like, keeps using the shield.
In times such as this, there is no shame in withdrawing.
You withdraw then. I'm surprised he's still fighting me. I need more ammo. Start using the Wrath of God here. Oh, you can just hold it down. I am a dummy.
You give up now. It's all over.
Okay, your own chaff undoes the Wrath of God. Okay. Good to know. Bubble up. Get out of my bubble. My bubble. Well, I don't think I'm getting a secondary objective. Well, wait, then how do you... Hang on a second, then what, do you just leave the area? I'm fairly confident. Alright, this is getting ridiculous. Sorry, he has to go. Like, he's not relenting. Like, this is actually kind of ridiculous how powerful he is.
Trouble with your arsenal?
A little bit.
I yield. Well fought. But know this, rookie. The Valentine suffers defeat but once. You had best survive long enough to face me again. Consider this an order.
The enemy arsenals have ceased their attack. I have received a message from the target facility. They will comply with Sky Union occupation. Mission complete. Mission accomplishment recognized.
See, that's another thing, actually, what you guys are just discussing. Getting all these extra things.
We finished. If that had gone on any longer, it would have turned ugly for us.
That would be an understatement. Like, I like the fact that this game has those minor choices to missions. I feel like that's always something that's really overlooked in games. Or it's like it's left to just a simple button. It's like, okay, would you like to destroy it or try to salvage it? It's like, let's just try and salvage it here. And it's like, no, it's gonna try and kill you now. But Jesus Christ, fighting Savior, that was really rough. So, let me ask this question. What's the difference between lock-on and heat-seeking? Like, serious question, actually. I have no melee power in my arms. Yeah, no, I don't. I think these are just, like, well-rounded.
Is the line still open? Young master, you have without a doubt befriended an exceptional comrade in arms.
Though we've crossed swords, I do not bear this mercenary any ill will. Our true enemy remains the Immortals.
That's right, my Lord Brother. We gotta break all the Immortals.
Excellent. However, I would remind you, the Immortals are not our only adversaries.
What do you mean?
I have noticed unsettling movement within the Oval Link as of late, though what it portends, I cannot say. Just know that I will protect my young masters, no matter what. You too would do well to be vigilant.
Heed his counsel, Rookie. You are not to die over trivial matters. That's an order.
And my Lord Brother's orders are absolute.
Ah, indeed. 4, map a return sequence.
Mapping return sequence. All units return according to instructions.
Ooh, another voice. How much did Wrath of God? Wrath of God did 2% damage. Well, that's because I was pressing the button every single time until I realized it. It's always the chest that gets destroyed here. I'm starting to think Radiant Gleam might not be as good as I thought. I am interested in that helmet, though. It's garbage, no. But what if I like it orange dreamed? Come on, I thought you were just saying a few seconds ago you also appreciated the fact that each person would build their own mech as their own personality. I'm sure there are other weapons you might dislike a little bit more. Oh no, I must be thinking of Chibi then. My mistake. There's one other weapon I want to give a shot here. Is that? No. Hang on a sec. There we go. I'm like... Too many blue names? Yeah, true. See, that's why I always like red. We use the Ogre Break. Alright, I'm very curious about this weapon. The Gaia Ray. How many auxiliary weapons do I have? I really like the Chaff Flare. Like, anyone that uses missiles, the Chaff Flare is really good against. Oh, I do have Flame Grenade. Oh, good. I was actually worried for a second I didn't actually have that item. For now, though... Armor... So what we get here, the Florence Dominion. Heavy armor that specializes in durability. Optimized for ease of use. That's not the helmet. Hang on a sec. There it is. So... Ooh. That is a massive sight size. Lock on time, a little bit higher, a little less... There is almost no reason for me... I'm putting that on. That is... really good. That is absurdly good. Lock on time is purely based on memory. Not completely, but for the most part, you're right. Wait, what do you mean total memory? You mean like memory usage? Because that's definitely one other thing I haven't really figured out. Let's see here then. Oh. Huh. Interesting. So that's what when you go over. You know, Orange Dream, thank you very much. You just pointed that out. So, take a look at this. So we're actually... If I switch over to this Raikiri here, you'll notice that my lock-on time specifically increases. So this is what we currently have. We've been using the Radiant Gleam. But if we switch our body here to something that's over, then we clearly lose... Specifically the lock-on time. Obviously the defense, the VP are going to fluctuate there. But specifically the lock-on time drastically decreases. Memory optimization. See, that's... I really wish there were manuals. Like, the actual instruction manuals. If it was up to me, I still would make instruction manuals. What the heck? What was the part I got here? I only picked up one of these things. Wasn't the Kusanagi? Definitely wasn't the Legion. Was it the Flamberge? I think it was the Flamberge. Yeah, that's the part I've been using as my chest so far. Nothing, like, honestly, it's just more of a well-rounded piece. That's really, honestly, its best part. It's just very well-rounded. Because there's something, like, I'll be honest, since, let's be honest, we're rushing through this game. Outright, we're rushing through it. Haven't really made a lot of, effort, I should say, to improve. Durandal, finally got the arm for Durandal. I'm actually surprised, like, there's so many heavy like, it's on the extremes. There's, like, no middle ground parts. I do like that the arms actually say, like, hey, it's better at melee, or if it's better at that. I'm guessing that's bad Orange Dreamed, especially since I think I have... Was it the left arm? It was the left arm. Here it is. Yeah, the Muramasa. I found that one. And that one has 313, but obviously it's actual being used as a gun is absolutely terrible. I didn't get the other item from that mission though, unfortunately. Oh, I'm not using Muramasa. I'm using... What am I currently using? Yeah, I'm just using dual Radiant Gleams right now. Like, Radiant Gleam is actually a very good, well-rounded setup, honestly. Like, a lot of it is actually pretty decent. I'm actually surprised. I'm trying to figure out why I'm not using the legs, actually, now. Why am I not using the legs? Low burn resistance. I think it was just because of something particular with Savior. I think there was something special about that fight that made things a little bit different. Oh, that would explain it. I'm using the heck at this one. Like I said, I think it was just had to do something very particular with that mission. The Atlas. Oh my god, all these new parts. Flamberge, that requires the Durandal. Another Flamberge, Izanagi. The Savior fight is nothing special except for not hitting him after getting him to 60%. I don't know what to tell you, he just kept using... Well, the other reason I'd say for that fight, if you noticed, he was consistently using the defense Femto. So he was drastically reducing my damage output. And I mean massively reducing it. So other than that though, I don't know what to tell you. Man, there's so many body parts, I want to be able to get them all, but I can't. Otis, special range and and long-range sniping. There's the Kusanagi. And let's get the Kusanagi. I'll be honest, I still haven't found a good set of legs that I'm, like, enthused about. Let's see, so now we can make Wrath of God with Garuda. Cannon. Hera's Grudge. No, I'm using the Gaia Ray first before I use that. Arm weapons, bullets. I can make the Guilty Throne. Wow, Guilty Throne takes a Reaper? No wonder why. And laser. Salvation Ray. A high output charge laser rifle. Ooh. Its damage at maximum power is completely overwhelming. Yeah, I was rocking the longsword stuff, but then I realized if I actually want to get more parts, I have to give up the longsword stuff. And so I did. So that's the reason why I gave all that up. Look at that chocolate. It has a 4 times multiplier. That's really... Man, you're really into this game. I wish I had the time to be so passionate about it. No, we actually have the guy, right? We'll actually just try that shoulder weapon. I'm fine with a lot of them. No, I sit down and read the stats too. I think that's the reason why I'm going through this game a lot slower. Is because I'm not going through it. You know what? I'm actually just going to stick to the story missions for now. Since we don't have as much time. Because I'm going to TwitchCon, and I've got to get ready. I only have this weekend to actually... I literally have to pack everything on this weekend. Which really sucks, actually. Corrupted AI have invaded Sky Union's territory where a data center is located. Team up with other reclaimers to defend this facility.
Mission briefing.
It's the only time I really sit down and play games too, Spy Gadget,
Briefing will now
unfortunately.
commence. This mission is a request from Sky Union. A group of corrupted AIs have invaded Sky Union's territory. We believe they are targeting a data center in the area. Your objective is to defend this facility and prevent its data from being seized. Complete any necessary preparations, then stand by and await dispatch. Briefing over.
A data center, huh? What kind of data's being stored there?
That is classified.
So it's need to know and we don't need to know. Well, now I simply must know what this data is.
Innocence accepts this mission. It doesn't matter what data is being stored there. A job's a job.
Terrors also accepts this mission.
Grief. Why would you accept this mission?
You know, I'll say one thing. If you kind of notice with this game, the way it's flowing, they're sticking with this format now instead of actually showing the characters and the character models.
Why not? Aren't you fighting for the world? That's why I fight. We cannot allow the Immortals to continue their invasion.
I don't believe a word you're saying. 4. Cancel our registration. Innocence is pulling out.
I didn't realize you disliked me so. You know how fond I am of you and your own.
Whatever. We're out. Rookie, it's up to you whether or not you accept this mission. Either way, don't let that guy out of your sight for 1 second.
He's right. How you act is up to you.
Wait. Panzer Crown accepts this mission too.
Excellent. You've shown wise judgment. This will be an important day for you. I trust that you will not make the wrong decision.
See, the way I look at it, seeing the cutscenes when the actual models were out there, they didn't have the characters really do anything. They were just standing there. They weren't even really moving their arms. And I think that was one of the things. Like, I liked it, like, when they actually have a cutscene to introduce or have the characters actually have an actual conversation and such, where there was movement, it looked a lot better. But for all the missions, though, it's like, they're literally just standing around. They're not moving or anything like that.
Just don't get in my way. I'm gonna start prepping my arsenal.
Alright. Red Bro Observation Area. Red Brow, I should say. Red Bro. Yeah, there you go. I don't mind that, honestly. Like, I guess I'm not noticing as much, or at least the times I do notice it, it's usually really, like, oh my god, this is actually happening sort of situation. Like, it's still being very restrained. At least in my opinion. From what I've experienced, it's still being restrained.
Approach complete. You have arrived at the mission area.
Oh, hello.
Scanning battlefield. Femtoparticle density is low, but shows a tendency to
Hi,
rise.
how's it going?
Applying error corrections for radar
I actually do need a
communications.
second Thunderbird.
Initiating each arsenal's data link. Opening squad communications channel.
Oh,
You're both veterans of numerous battles. Strategy will not be necessary for this mission.
No colossal immortals either. Brief's right. We can pretty much do our own thing here. Shall we then?
Another Orochi or another Legion? I already have an Orochi, so I'll take it. I actually like the Legion. I think the Legion is like one of those few times where... Second.
Mere ripple.
50% of the corrupted AIs have been eliminated.
Okay, where's the missile launcher? This is getting annoying.
I'll find the answer myself.
Alright.
Data center has been damaged. Prevented from taking further damage.
Fist, Orochi. Oh, I don't have a flame house, that's for certain.
So this is how a legendary mercenary fights. I can't afford to fall behind.
You know what? I'm gonna start using my other gun. Oh, hello. Okay, you know, for such a large sight range, I cannot keep a bead on him. Also, my lock-on range is absolutely
Why did
garbage
we even
for
bother
some
coming?
reason.
Grief can clearly handle this on his own.
Are you Alright. Heaven and Arch are the only ones that moved. Jeez, are they all... Yeah, they're all, strides. Down. Acid Repair, Asafune. I'm just gonna grab that for the attachment. I have no idea what that attachment is. That's another thing I really haven't been messing around with, the attachments. Oh. Oh, I am...
AIs have been eliminated.
Alright. Okay.
Mission complete. Mission accomplishment recognized.
Not quite. The objective of this mission is not to destroy enemy AIs, but to defend the data center.
Yes, from enemy AIs, which we just destroyed.
Only to make what comes next easier. I will now be taking the data from this facility.
Come again?
I was quite clear, Empress. I did not come all this way just to complete some insignificant mission. The data I've been seeking is here.
Huh.
Processing. Changing ongoing status of the mission. Judging the situation.
I wonder if a standalone AI is capable of properly judging this. Still, I'm impressed that she reverted its status.
What are you doing? If you don't comply with the mission, I'll be forced to attack you.
There is no need to be so hasty. Like I said, an AI cannot properly judge this situation.
What are you implying?
Aren't you curious?
Answer my question!
Aren't you curious about the accumulated history of mankind? No? Don't you want to know what the Dominator is? Herein lies the records of all that has transpired since the beginning of the Oval Link project.
Ooh.
Mankind's history.
In exchange for your cooperation, you can have all the data you desire. So long as I can verify my answers, I have no use for the rest.
What are you?
You should see the data for yourself and form your own judgment. The reason why the Overlink exists, what the Immortals are, and what humans are.
My participation in this mission isn't a coincidence.
You learn fast. I'd expect no less from someone with your knack for breaking through security barriers.
Hear all that, rookie? I'm gonna break through that data center security barrier. Shouldn't take me too long to breach, either.
Oh dear.
However, I can't judge whether Greek is correct. If you think he can't be trusted, then fight.
Shifting responsibility, are you?
That's the best I can do. You better protect me, Greek. If I die, no one's getting any data.
Amusing. It sounds to me like you're trying to have this both ways. While I had my suspicions about this, I can't recall the last time I felt so delighted.
Starting now.
Detecting unauthorized access into the data center security. Continue the mission.
Ah, crap.
Well, let's get on with this then. Don't disappoint me.
Everyone really likes having Grim Reapers. Oh dear. Alright, hang on a second. Let's actually put this on the ground where it belongs. Come on, where are you? Wait a minute. Can I still attack her? Can I?
What's wrong? Do not blame the difference in our equipment. Your strength and resolve is the source of your arsenal's power.
Grief, protect me and the data center, or this is gonna take longer than it has to.
Alright. Time to... Oh my god, he moves everywhere.
Don't you dare disappoint me. I know your true potential.
Hold still for at least... Oh dear! Why does everyone have a sword?
What have you been doing all this time? You should be stronger than this.
Sorry to disappoint you. What, do I have to charge? Oh my god, you actually have to charge that thing.
Good. Very good. You are meeting my every expectation.
Oh! Okay. Alright. That's... The heck is he? He really likes his missiles. On.
The sensation. Pain.
That was a good amount of damage on him. Oh, I just realized what I have to do now.
Wonderful. To think you fare so well against me.
The heck is he? I will admit, I do appreciate the fights that I'm getting now.
It's been a long time since my flesh and blood reacted this way. Since...
Barrier breach at 25%. Gotta say, this one's pretty tough.
Yeah, I do no damage. Like, either my arm... No, my
Barrier
arm's
breach
fine.
just past 50%.
What?
I can see the full scope of the data now.
Come on. Okay.
Barrier breach just past 80%. Won't be much longer.
Oh, now he's all...
Pray for yourself.
Barrier breach at 95%. Combing through the data. Is this...
I really probably should have been attacking her. Now I regret. Shame this
Security barrier breached.
Damn it.
Reconstructed. Rewrite complete. Grief, I'm transferring the data link to you. She's all yours.
Thank you.
This route won't leave any evidence of data theft.
Damn it.
Unauthorized data access has ceased. Mission complete. The mission's objectives have been achieved.
Wonderful. You were perfect every step of the way.
I'm sorry. I had no choice but to do this.
You made the only choice that would bring about the future's salvation. You played your role to perfection. Long ago, a woman opened a jar and unleashed calamity. In every era, someone must play that role. Always and without question.
I'm too happy about getting this data to feel any remorse for what I've done. Maybe I'm not capable of feeling remorse in the first place.
Mission accomplishment recognized. Mapping return sequence.
I'll back up all this data once we've returned. If I really did just open up a can of worms, well, I hope it gets you wherever it is you're going.
Return sequence map. All units return.
Well, that's unfortunate. It feels weird, like I was doing damage and then out of nowhere I just stopped doing damage. It's plot armor. See, that's what I felt like what Savior had, honestly. I still feel like I could have defeated him. I could have taken him. I will say, the guy array's cool, but definitely not, this was definitely not the mission for it. And it didn't help, I was really terrible with my ammo management. I was literally just firing away like crazy. 2 flame fasts, though. Can't go wrong with that. See, I actually do like, Grief. Like, I think he's at least good at playing an antagonistic character. You know, I'd agree with that, why am I spending my credits? I have all these cards. True, it's one of the reasons why I never really used a lot of the railguns. Oh my god, look at all these parts I could have. Heavy armor for both offense and defense. Equipped with a balancer for extra stability. That is a lot of armor. You just need to get Human Plus so you can file the railgun midair. Yeah, it feels like definitely all the amplifications you can do really let you pull off a lot of crazy stuff. Make a Flamberge, that takes the Durandal. Swordbreaker also takes the Flamberge. What does this do? Ooh, wow. That's... I lose a lot of health, though. Oh no, it has no durability. Oh my god, look at all these parts here. How do I make an Otis? I need to make an Atlas. Oh my god, all these parts. This is too much now. We are in the part of Throwing performance? Really? Okay, yeah, but it's actually good with melee. Oh, there's too many things to actually make. It's kind of driving me nuts right now. I'll be honest, I don't know what to actually focus on. You know what, let's actually just make this one here. What? I have a spare Durandal. Throwing performances scales thrown weapon damage pretty hard. Huh. Your grenades hit real hard with 300. Oh, that sounds horrible. In a good way, though. I feel like I need to get new weapons, honestly. Bullet. Oh, the second level assault rifle for this gun. Apparently now I have 2 Flame Fausts. Ooh, a new sword. Standard issue laser blade. Its power growth is low, but overall performance is stable. What do I need to give up? Oh, I need to give up a prominence. I haven't even found another Buster Doom. Actually, I found this prominence, too. That's why it has 2 parts. Cyclops, an arc gun with excellent conduction radius, capable of stunning multiple targets within range. Oh, that's just rude. More missiles. Pandora's box. I have Pandora's box. Speaking of Pandora's box, that's literally was open. I don't know why they Grief called it a jar. We have found the jar. Radar jamming. Okay, that just confuses me. Why would you give radar? Why would you have radar jamming? As that, I'm still waiting for the I want that one that gives you the overboost ability. That one is really cool. But that's the one I would want. Okay, what? That was not what I wanted. Slightly raises maximum lock-on range. Oh, okay, so that's what it does. You have to farm that in multiplayer, you have to unlock the secret factory. Yeah, something tells me there's a lot to do in this game. There's probably a lot to do in this game. Longsword. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, Longsword's... Wow, Longsword's arms aren't actually that great. In terms of, at least offense-wise. That's the Kusanagi. There's way too much to do in this game. There really is. Like, you can go nuts. Speaking of nuts, actually. I forgot to do one thing, actually. I never developed. Use that extra shoulder weapon I had. Trying to think what I actually had that I wanted to build up to. I think it was this I didn't have? Actually, it just means I don't have either of these, actually, in the store. Let's get the Rampager here. Wrath of God, we don't need that. I didn't even get the Garuda. I need to find a lot of stuff in this game. Game gives you way too much to do. And I just realized one thing. I'm not keeping the railgun. Speaking of shoulder weapons, actually, let's change ours. Ooh, what's... Moderately raises weapon damage. Interesting. Compared to Pandora's, but no wonder why it had more damage. Lock-on range. I gotta admit, I kinda like the Pandora's box right now. Thunderbird's actually not bad either. I feel like Pandora's box lets you have a little bit more. I think we'll go back to that. Bullet. What gun? Oh, I got Flame Faust. You know what? Let's actually try that. So, had to be closer. Not by much, actually. There's too many weapons to try out in this game and have fun with. Defending Testing Facility. Divine Death. Immortals have invaded one of Sky Union's arsenal testing facilities to corrupt the AIs housed there. Team up with other reclaimers and eliminate them at once.
Mission briefing.
You know, how are the handguns
Briefing will now
and
commence.
machine guns in this
This
game?
mission is an urgent
I'm more of a
request from
range
Sky
person
Union.
than anything else.
Immortals have invaded one of Sky Union's arsenal testing facilities to corrupt the AIs housed there. A proceeding squad is attempting to carry out this mission, but lacks the manpower to do so. Thus, the situation is still ongoing. Dispatch to the mission area. Rendezvous with the proceeding squad and eliminate the Immortals from the facility. Complete any necessary preparations as soon as possible, then stand by and await dispatch. Briefing over.
Huh. Wipe out every arsenal in the game super fast? Yeah, that probably is what it does. I'm assuming that goes with the, if you use the damage buff, though. BZ arms? What's BZ? Oh, bazooka arms? Is that what you mean, Chibi? That also makes sense, actually.
Approach complete. You have arrived at the mission area. All entry points have been blocked to prevent the corruption from spreading. Scanning battlefield. Femtoparticle density is low. Radar will not be affected, displaying the coordinates of the target immortal. Proceed to the designated coordinates and destroy any corrupted AIs you encounter. Oh, how peculiar. Your target is not an immortal. This situation conflicts with the mission details. Comparing with Sky Union.
Oh, don't tell me I'm fighting the Steel Knights.
Futile.
Nope.
Comparison results show no mission is currently in progress. Status reset. Override. The mission has been deleted.
We will kill you now. Your role in this is over.
Farewell. Your performance ends here.
Oh, dear.
Attention.
Yeah, no, let's
Warning.
take this outside.
The treaty prohibits all hostilities between mercenaries, save those integral to completing missions. If combat actions are confirmed.
Then what?
Processing. The situation is hostile. You are authorized to act in self-defense and eliminate the targets threatening you.
Depending on your strength, you may yet survive this.
Survival is not an option. All rogue elements must be eliminated.
Rogue elements. I fail to see the threat this one poses to the Professor.
Where does your allegiance lay, Gloom? Did you not consent to this operation?
I want to be certain that the correct future is being spun. If the Professor's words are indeed correct.
If? How foolish. Do you not trust him?
My motives are Are you not also here to satisfy your own emotional needs?
Emotional needs? What use are emotions? The future is already decided.
Is it now? Then why did you feel the need to come here?
Silence. We can discuss this once we've killed it.
Excuse me, I am not an it. Although, points for not calling me Rookie. Points for not calling me Rookie. Oh, you have chaps too. Good to know. Alright. Well, since this is happening now, would either of you like to come down here and play? What the heck? Attack drones?
Versus 1 still isn't enough, eh? You're even more powerful than I thought. Or perhaps you're exactly what I expected.
Gloom, concentrate on the battle. I cannot win if my partner is crippled by hesitation. Especially once our foe begins to show its
you're done, Gloom.
Perhaps you are the one who is heavy. The two of us could not kill you. Perhaps all will proceed.
A laser cannon. I'm taking that laser cannon.
I must withdraw.
Attention. Gloom's arsenal is inactive. The battle is not over. Combat systems remain online.
I definitely would agree with you that doing dual guns of anything seems to be really up. Okay, these little drones here are really powerful. Tell if I'm actually in range. Yeah, I'm gonna run out of ammo again.
At this rate.
Hello? Did she just run? Ran, didn't she? Alright. Oh, that's a very slow weapon.
Is this your limit? Then I will end you. Why can't I kill you? I'll take you down, even if I have to...
Stop, Regret.
Atlas
All this means is that the professor is right. Our mission remains unfinished.
I'll take Atlas.
We should leave.
I understand. To think I could kill you was a miscalculation on my part. I'm sure Grief will be pleased with this outcome. Whatever your role is in this, I'll be watching closely, because the future is already decided.
All enemies have withdrawn from the battlefield. Attention. Combat systems offline. Requesting that Sky Union close this area. Please wait a moment. Incoming reply from Sky Union. They have approved the closure of this mission area. All records of this incident will be archived. Any reports you file with Orbital will be important material evidence. It is not my place to judge whether you report this incident or not. You are free to do as you like. Return sequence construction completed. Mapping return sequence. Return to base.
See, what I don't so here's one thing I don't know is the middle femto power. I actually don't know what it does. Like, I know what shield does. I know what offense does. I don't know what the middle one does. I can't figure it out, honestly. Oh, you... Whoa. Well, that explains everything. Thank you. Oh my god, that is so much faster. I am gonna be enjoying using that. Thank you. I could have used that for some missions. Agnyastra. Huh. It's really convenient. I'm sure it is. I wish I had it when I was chasing the train and had to figure out how to use auxiliary weapons. I really miss instruction booklets. I would always read them before a game, because I will say most games do a terrible job. A terrible job of showing everything. God, there's not really any good choices I like here. Why did I spend my money again? I'm terrible. I have all these cards and I'm not using them. Also, I'm curious what voice I got now. I'm surprised I haven't gotten any new allies or anything like that. Chill. Oh, it's Heaven. I know there's someone else, actually. Oh, Red Dog. Oh, hey, I finally got Klondike. And there's Regret. That was Regret who I got. Okay. If it's just between a bad tutorial or a forced tutorial. Let me ask you a question with another question. When you say it's a forced tutorial, are we talking about like this is the introduction to the game, and you have to play through it each time, every time? Just out of curiosity. Ice cream every day. Bought 20 ice cream. I've only bought 20. I honestly would have thought I've gotten more. Myself all those shoulder weapons. Cannon. A laser cannon with high damage output. Everything caught in its blast is reduced to ash. Huh. Manual aim, charge laser. Oh, okay, so the cannon, all these cannons are manual aim. Huh. Really good damage, though. How much ammo did these things have? 40. And it charges. Yeah, that's... Jesus. That's a thing. Like this is a tutorial, you cannot start the game until you finish it. It can have story in it, or it might not have any story relevance, but it's clearly a tutorial the game is putting you through, with pop-up info windows and everything. Ooh. See, I'm torn about the shields in this game. I don't know what to feel about them. Like, I don't understand what they really do a good job with. I mean, I guess if they just give you defense straight up, then it's a good thing. Extra HP. Oh, that... Seriously? That's actually what they do? Oh, huh. I thought durability was their, Oh no, durability, so they can break. Well, I guess it is technically extra HP then in through a defense. Armored Core 2 is what you're thinking of, Chibi. I tried to get it, but I never built the right mech to get it in the AC test room. I was terrible. I'm really bad. Seriously, going back to that game was actually pretty rough. God, there's too many items in this game. Seriously, or too many parts in this game for me to go through. I would need an entire day, if not longer, to be able to get everything. I mean, too many is a good thing, honestly, but still. Okay, Atlas, Legion, Durandal. Where's my charged laser arms? I don't know, where's my Kurosawa? Where's my Kojima guns? They're inside the baby. That's where they are currently. Well, if I got another Durandal, there's no reason for me not to use it. Actually, I never even checked out the parts I got for the mission. Oh, come on, now you're just being... Now you're just being silly. Atlas. Heavy armor. You know, like, I don't understand why the Florence Dominion is not doing that well for me. Yeah. I was talking about that earlier. Actually, we all were talking about that earlier. Missing the legs. I was always a bipedal, but still, like, I really missed that there were... I was honestly still expecting, like, hey, maybe why can't they put in reverse joint legs? How many guns did I pick up here? Jesus. Oh, I picked up another Grim Reaper. Okay. That makes sense. I use reverse because they look cool and use quad and tank for specific builds. Yeah, I'm definitely not using these to its best potential. Little Thunderbird. You know what? Wait, there's another? Oh, the Rampage Hammer. Oh, that... Okay, Rampage Hammer probably teaches you how the heat-seeking missiles work. Speaking of which, though... Weapon... Shoulder... There we go. Garuda, I think is what I needed. Yeah, Garuda. It's not a heat seeker? I thought it said it was a heat seeker. What's the wrong thing? A missile launcher that fires heat-seeking missiles that burns targets on impact. Lock-on range, homing performance, max targets 1. Oh, it has burn potency, so it does fire damage. So it reduces the stamina from your from enemies. Okay. Huh. That would explain the low ammo. I would expect the very low ammo, actually. You know, that was actually one thing that I'm surprised they built on it, because it used to be like, oh, we're just gonna overheat you. Alright, so I technically have gone over my time here, so I usually just stream 2 hours a night. But since it's the start of the weekend, and I'm probably gonna be missing a lot of streams, I do still want to try and beat this game, so... I want to try and beat this game before TwitchCon. Which means we've kind of got to invest a little bit more in this game, so we might end here. A colossal immortal in Zen's territory is advancing towards one of their crucial facilities. Contact will result in devastating losses. Team up with other claimers to eliminate this threat. I have 12 missions or so to go.
Briefing will now commence. This mission is an urgent request from Zen. Their surveillance network has detected a colossal immortal. Extrapolating its current path, it appears to be advancing towards one of Zen's crucial facilities. Projections show that ignoring this would result in devastating losses. Your objective is clear. Destroy the immortal.
Yeah, I will say C was a really long stretch of missions. I was actually surprised by that. I mean, I was actually okay with it. But still, you're right, though, having... I mean, I'm not doing the free missions as of yet, so I might just be... Like, I could drastically extend this game, but it's really like, oh, do I want money? Do I want to get all these parts and stuff? Because I'll definitely say I'm glad I did a lot of the free missions in the earlier ranks, because I was still using like the starting gear for a lot of this game.
Complete any necessary arsenal preparations, then proceed to the mission area. Briefing over.
Now this is the kind of mission I've been waiting for. Sign me up.
Affirmative. Mission acceptance confirmed. Are you sure it's wise to accept a mission before you've been briefed on it?
Huh? Well, I mean...
Aw, I think 4's worried about you. How's that make you feel, pal?
Knock it off! Bulletworks will accept any mission, especially if we're gonna be fighting immortals.
Fair enough. 4, could you give us some more info about this mission? You'll listen.
God, you're really slowing this down. Fine, I'll listen.
Yesterday, an AI unit operating at a femto excavation site abandoned its programming and disappeared from the site. The unit we've identified matches this missing one, so we're certain it is the same. However, we don't know its current location. We suspect that it's heading for the femto refinery in the same territory.
You suspect? I don't like how that sounds. You're talking about a giant machine that got taken over. Can't you figure out where it is through radar or mass surveillance or something?
This machine is designed for underground excavation.
So you're saying all this moving it's doing is happening underground?
Precisely. We have only been able to relocate this corrupted AI 4 times since its initial disappearance. Judging from those instances where it resurfaced, it is heading directly for the refinery.
How are we supposed to find an underground enemy?
The short-range sensors on your arsenals should detect it once it's within range. As the mission area has been derived from our past observations of its movement speed, immediate action is necessary before it leaves the area.
Haha, sounds fun. I'm in. This is right up the Western 7's alley.
Seriously?
Well, Calabar, please don't spoil it, because that, like I said, I care about the story.
Hey, I'm standing right here. What, you hate my guts or something?
It's not that. It's just that teaming up with the Western 7 for a mission is like sticking a knife in your back to bring to a gunfight.
Fair enough. Sounds like you know what to expect then. Well, I gotta start prepping my arsenal. Y'all keep your backs real safe now. Toodaloo.
It is so weird that Sif has a dual personality.
Please tell me you're coming too, Rookie. I don't want to be left alone with that homicidal maniac. I should start prepping my arsenal too. You and me, we're gonna take down that immortal.
Alright. Let's see how it likes a beam weapon. You only see her once. I was confused, honestly, about her. I thought there was a twin. Actually, I think a lot of people probably still do, because I was confused, because like it was the same artwork. Actually, no, I guess technically you see her twice. Yeah, you see her twice.
Approach complete. You have arrived at the area the target is believed to be moving through. Scanning battlefield. Femtoparticle density is near 0. Radar will not be affected. All sensors at maximum sensitivity. Data link established. Locate and destroy the corrupted AI.
This is the one, huh? It's a lot slower than the information said.
There is a dense layer of bedrock surrounding the femto refinery. It will take some time for it to dig through it.
It's great and all that it ain't moving that fast, but how's standing around supposed to draw it out?
Processing. Detecting a high energy response beneath the ground. It's...
Okay.
Whoa! It just came out of nowhere. Look at the size of that thing.
Ah, come on,
It's
really?
huge. Keep your distance, everyone.
Oh my. Dude!
You're gonna pay for that.
Hitting a target this massive should be pretty easy. I don't know why it decided to show itself, but let's take it.
Damage to the target is currently 10%, detecting no changes in its speed.
Oh dear. Okay, I'm starting to see.
One under again? Hold your fire. You're just gonna hit the rubble it kicked up.
This sucks. How long is it gonna stay underground? At this rate, it's gonna reach the refinery.
You're right. Man, this is tough.
Can I be standing still?
Processing.
There it goes.
Detecting the same high energy response beneath the ground. The
Oh my god, this thing actually charges.
Resurfaced.
Damage to the target is currently 25%. Your attacks appear to be working.
Appreciate the concern. Don't worry about yourself, okay?
Booyah!
Oh, that is awesome. Oh, there's a cooldown. That would actually make sense.
50%.
And it used all my
Before
femto.
it reaches the refinery.
It went under again. I'm getting ticked off you. How are we supposed to attack this thing?
Rookie, is there any way we can keep it above ground? There's gotta be something we can do.
Well, it said stand still.
Processing. Detecting the same high energy response beneath the ground. The corrupted AI has resurfaced.
What's causing that high energy response just before it pops up?
The corrupted AI's head is the source of the energy response.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm not actually using a
The
bazooka.
energy response is steadily diminishing.
Rookie, I figured it out. It needs to cool off its drill whenever it comes out of the ground. Aim for its head. Make it overheat.
Damage to the target has reached 75%. Femto
Oh,
response
that
is
is
consistent
really
with core
powerful.
leakage. Maintain your assault. Damage to the target has reached 90%. Core collapse imminent. Maintain your assault.
Oh! Alright.
One more hit like that and I'm done for. I've got to bail, Rookie.
Did he seriously get KO'd? Okay. Where's he going?
Attention. The core of the corrupted AI is self-destructing. Detecting a large outflow of femtoparticles. Energy levels decreasing. The target has stopped. It is incapable of independent locomotion. Mission complete. Mission accomplishment recognized.
You've had him get stuck on a tree. You know, that's actually one thing I've had happen.
We just managed to squeak by.
Hell yeah, we're getting paid. I can reduce Aya's sentence a little more now.
Huh? Why would your pay affect Aya's sentence?
Because what's hers is mine, and what's mine is hers. I'm gonna see to it she gets set free.
Whatever you say. Anyway, what was that thing trying to do? I doubt it was interested in femto ore.
Who cares? Let's just go home. My rig's getting dustier the longer we stay here.
Good point. 4. Map a return sequence.
Affirmative. All units return according to the mapped sequence.
See, that's actually, like, they never really address this stuff. I wonder wonder actually how powerful throwing these things are. I only, like, the way I figured it out was in the partner descriptions. In the free missions, they actually describe it. But they describe her outer ability as having the split personality. I'm actually surprised there's no, there's no graffiti. Like, I know I'm missing a lot of graffiti in this game. Oh, come on, that's the out of area? Brought Blade to 50 missions. You find a lot of maps have really low height ceilings. I've been really focused on fighting a lot on the ground lately. Yeah, that's the other... Well, specifically the arsenals I've noticed hang out at the areas. Oh, hello.
The Immortals are now corrupting mining and construction equipment, as well as weapons. This is unprecedented. What do you suppose they're after?
We need not trouble ourselves with their objectives. Not when their very existence poses a clear and present danger to humanity. Only when we've destroyed every last immortal will our mission be complete.
I agree. It's a waste of time. I'm more concerned about grief. What is Terra's planning? Do you know anything, BG?
No. I did ask that Grief join us, though. I was hoping I could make him tell us what he's working toward.
And he just blew you off, huh? Sounds like you two have some history.
What are you implying?
Nothing.
I did not come all this way just to mediate this quarrel brewing before me. How will Bullet Works proceed from here?
That depends on what the Immortals, the Consortiums, and Grief are after. Regardless, we'll put down anyone who tries to needlessly prolong this war.
And the Western Seven?
We deal in death and destruction. No questions asked.
I see. And you would direct it at your Consortium benefactors? Then the Western Seven and Bullet Works are in accord.
Accord? Call it whatever you want. We're just gonna fight like we've been doing.
What about you, Savior?
I have no interest in the Consortiums or Grief. Deal with them as you see fit.
Figured you'd say that.
That being said... Should you indeed require my aid, call upon me, and I will not hesitate to lend you my power.
Why the sudden change of heart?
Change of heart? Perhaps so. I have come to know a fascinating mercenary. One whose potential is seemingly without limit, and grows with each passing day.
Ah, you're talking about the Rookie. You're not the only one keeping a close eye on him.
Nonsense. If you two want to get yourselves killed selfishly fussing over one mercenary, well, don't ask me to join you. That merc's no different from any of us. We're all pawns in this war.
We're just threads being spun in the tapestry of war, then.
Sure, why not? Doesn't mean I like it, but it is what it is. So are we done here?
For today.
I shall take my leave, then.
Still, even spun thread can be cut. Our lives are not as cheap as you believe, Grief.
See, I enjoy those little cutscenes. Although I will say, like, they really do leave you... Like, they really feel like you're a minor character. But yet at the same time, it feels like you're also... Like, this is probably actually the first time they actually make you feel like you're important. Although I still find it absolutely ridiculous. I really wish they would come up with something else besides Rookie. Yeah, no matter what, still a goddamn Rookie. Doesn't matter. Does not matter at all. You'll always be a Rookie, and it kind of drives me a bit nuts. I do wish, though, they would have reduced the price of these parts here for other research purposes. But then again, it makes sense why they would, because they kind of expect you to, play through this game a lot. And I'll admit, one of the big problems with, I'd say, the industry today is that there's too many games coming out. Finally, another message! I'm surprised I haven't gotten one in a while. A forced outage of the independent network shut down energy supply lines, resulting in multiple area closures. These closures prevented all consortiums from sending defense units to prevent the black AIs from invading. Most of our territory is now being occupied by black AIs. I would go so far as to say Oval itself is no longer under human control. We suspect the moon impact site at the center of Oval is the source of all this. No one has set foot there since the very first Reclaimer squad. However, we lack sufficient evidence to prove this hypothesis. The truth should be there. We have just begun to act. Yeah, that's definitely one other aspect I have not gotten to touch at all, is the multiplayer, but that's because I haven't been able to really find my friends and have the same time as them. Because I really wish I had a different occupation. I really would do. There's a Garuda, so I can actually do something with the Garuda. Scarlet Star. A launcher that fires ballistic missiles in the sky, good for attacking over cover. Was it just more damage? No, it's less damage. Why would you... Oh, more ammo, less missiles. Okay. I'm like, wait a minute, there's gotta be a reason for this. Wait, I only have a... Oh, I have a Garuda too. Well, there's no reason for me not to research it, at least. You're right, though. Like, mission rewards are pretty low. Like, there was a huge jump from D to C, though. Huge jump from D to C. I'd like to get another Gaia Ray before I actually do anything else. Ooh. Oh, it makes sense. You get the Dreadnought's laser. Huh, cute. It's its head. Is a post-game mission? Oh, that's good to know there's actually post-game missions then. You know what? Let's actually research this here. Now I can make it into a Stargazer. I do really want to try using these laser weapons, though. Ugly Envy. Because I'm really curious about them. You get one, that's it. Well, you take what you can get, and take... As long as... And this is something Armored Core did, or Armored Core 2 did. I am trying to remember if the others did. I'm sure they did. When you beat all the story missions, all the other ones became unlocked. Which was kind of cool because there was also the, what do you call it? There were missions that you could only select. Like, you had a choice, you did one of them, but the others would then go away. God, you know what? Forget it. I'm just gonna go down the list and bloody well make some bot. You know what? I'm gonna make the helmets. I'm not making the helmets then. I'm making this. We'll make that helmet, and then we'll make the other helmets. What's this one here? Swordbreaker. Cost me the flamberge. How good is my flamberge? I really should get over the whole, hey, it has attachments. I'm not even using them. I'm not using them at all. I'm trying to find, like, a good one. Combat armor engineered for firearm usage. Not bad. Attachments aren't important until you build the ideal mech loadout. Yeah, that's kind of why I'm holding back. The only downside, there's too many good games coming out, because right after... I mean, never mind the fact that I'm skipping Link's Awakening for the Switch. I know, it's the Game Boy version, but I really liked the Game Boy version. What is it? You got Indivisible coming out. That RPG, it's freaking Valkyrie Profile. If you've ever played a goddamn good Tri-Ace game, I'm hoping Lab Zero... I know they're doing the artwork. I don't know who is actually doing the development. I think it might be 505 Games. But goddammit, not many games can say, hey, we're trying to make a Valkyrie Profile game. That was really good. Yeah, I'm intrigued. I haven't pre-ordered it yet. That's the worst part. That's the worst part. I haven't pre-ordered it yet. But I don't know what to get it for. I don't know whether to get it for the Switch or to get it for the PC. Because I like actually physically owning games. I'm in that terrible mode right now. It's honestly terrible. I honestly kind of somewhat regret buying a goddamn Switch. I somewhat regret buying a Switch because now I'm stuck in this situation. Because, oddly enough, despite for being a tablet, I absolutely hate the fact that I want to buy all the game, like, still buy the physical versions of the games. But the whole reason of the Switch is because it's a tablet. Like, that's what I call it. I always call it a tablet because it has that mobility. And what should we be buying with tablet? Digital games. I'm bloody terrible with this. I'm a freaking contradiction. But here's the downside of the Switch, and this is just from my personal experience of working for companies like AT&T. The moment the battery dies on the Switch, I mean, we're talking actual inflation of the battery, you're screwed. You're absolutely hosed. I mean, just recently, actually, I had to replace my Sony Xperia X Performance battery, so I had to physically take it apart, and the only reason I was even able to take it apart, because it was a waterproof phone, was because the battery inflated so much it just broke the plastic off, broke the plastic barrier off of it. Yeah, I know, Spy Gadget. Honestly, I leave it as retro, just simply because, one, nobody's gonna report me for using the wrong tag. Two, I do a lot of retro games. I do a lot of retro games here. You look through my history, I do tons of retro games, or indie games with retro graphics. So that's kind of why I leave it. I'm not trying to do a bait and switch on people or anything like that, like, oh, I'm playing Fortnite, but instead I'm not gonna finish it because you all know about Ninja's, the Ninja out controversy there, and that front page incident. Very terrible incident, honestly. To be fair, it technically was a good idea in theory. I would assume, honestly, someone like Twitch and Ninja would have come to agreement saying like, hey, we're gonna use your channel like this, is that okay? But apparently not, and there's always someone that ruins it for everyone. But I think that's gonna do it for us tonight. Tomorrow we'll try out the A-rank missions. Maybe we might finish the game, at least for the story mode. I'm surprised Ninja didn't keep his Twitch, just remove his videos. I'll tell you another time. It's something that shouldn't be discussed on here because it is very not safe for work. But for now, though, let me give you the rundown and see who is streaming tonight here. These are some of the other people I do watch when they stream here. First off, if you're always looking for something to watch 24/7, there's always Con TV and Shout Factory TV. They do a great job of just giving a lot of retro content. So if you really love watching a lot of 80s and 90s shows, they're really good to go to. If you also want to buy video games, there's actually DS Koopa. It is basically a home shopping network for video games. He actually owns a video game store called the Pink Gorilla, and he will actually sell games from his store at a greater discount. So if you're always looking for something, you never know, give it a watch. And finally for the night, there is also Exposure. He actually is a very chill streamer. He's actually playing Exorcise the Demons. I've never heard of that game before. He does a lot of indie games, actually, so if you're always interested in seeing something new, something from aspiring game developers, go check him out. That's who I'm going to give my rate to. But I hope you guys enjoy the start of your weekend. I've got a lot of planning and a lot of packing to do. But, till tomorrow, take care.